So, Larry, how's it going with your Substack, which is India Street? I want to tell everybody, I think those who missed our live conversation, which Larry is an author. He wrote a book called Myself Lost, which is what I put on the chat. Yeah, there it is. There's the book. This is the book. We're going to plug in Larry's book right here, Larry Bone. Now, the beauty of this book is that Larry talks about a person named Red or Lal, like in the Indian version of the name of the character is Lal means red.
Yeah, his full name is Lal Benjamin. Yeah, I didn't correct that. You thought Harrington, but it sounds like one of those, kind of like formal names.
Yeah, no, it's good. So Lal Benjamin or Red Benjamin basically goes to India for the first time and he gets detained. And then the whole thing is supposed to be how he navigates a kind of situation where he has to get out of, right? It's supposed to be thrilling and all that. Those who have read it have said great reviews. I'm yet to get my hands on it, but it's available on Amazon Kindle and available for purchase.
Ebook, paperback.
And again, the beauty of it is Larry's never.
That's true.
He's never gone to India. He's never gone to India, but he wrote this because he is the most knowledgeable person I've met in recent times about India. So, and he gains all that knowledge from just Bollywood movies. So his whole thing, and again, Larry wanted to go to India, which was the pandemic screwed that up, right? So
yeah,
so that didn't happen. But I'm hoping, Larry, you still get to go. Larry's in New York, and
I'm in New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah, New York, New Jersey.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
really close. Across the river.
Okay, all right. So we've got more people joining. So yeah, tell us more about the book. Tell me about the book. Tell the audience about the book. What's it?
Okay, well, the book is about arriving in Delhi and going to immigration and, checking in and everything, and then everything goes wrong. And I was just playing with the idea if one of the things is if you go to India, you're supposed to have enough funds for your visit, I think. I'm not sure. Even, crosswise, I heard an author say that when she was going to immigrate to the U.S., when she arrived, the immigration said, do you have funds? And then she had to show proof that she had funds or whatever. Since I've never been there, I don't know what the process is, but I just imagined how it might be and if it went wrong. And then I was thinking about well, what do you do in that kind of a thing? And
did you have to do a lot of research on how somebody, what went into the research of, without having ever gone to India, what went into finding out what is the technicalities, legalities of going to India? How did you go about? Did you talk to people in India?
Well, not really. I would just go on. I would just Google everything, and I would Google what you need, and then I Google the visa. You have to have a visitor's visa. You can only stay for 6 months at any one time. And even if you volunteer, your volunteering, I think, can only be for 6 months. You have to go back. And so basically, I just went and checked, I asked questions. And I've never really, most of the people that I know have gone to India or were born there or their parents were born there. So they don't have any real trouble going back and forth. And then I also talked to you. You said that you never really had trouble going back and forth.
Yeah.
Whenever you go back.
Yeah. So it's I have what is called an OCI card, which is basically overseas.
Yeah, that card.
Yeah,
overseas. You're always allowed back in. That's your.
Yeah, because when I got my American citizenship, I had to give away my passport, right? Give away in the sense they punched holes in it. Basically, we don't have dual citizenship with India, so I can only keep one. They took it and punched holes in it and give it back to me. And so I am now an overseas citizen of India. So I have to have a separate visa. It's a 15-year visa that I get to go and visit my family. So I'm not technically, I can't vote. I can't do many of those things. For those who are joining, we're talking to Larry Bone about his book that he's a new author. He's written a book about visiting India, and it's called Myself Lost. And it's available on Amazon. It's available on Kindle. And the beauty about his book is that he's never set foot in India, but he lived that experience through his book as the main character who goes to India, and anything that could go wrong goes wrong, and how he gets out of it is Larry's version of what could have happened if he went to India with the without the right documents, without the right amount of funds. I guess that's all what the character lives through in Larry's book, which is called Myself Lost. So that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So Larry, how long did you take to write this book?
It was over like about 2 years. I guess 2 years. I was working and I had just gotten the idea for the book and I'd written down some stuff. And then where I was working, I met a guy who was from India and he worked in the computer safety, and internet safety for the company and all that.
Yeah.
And we were talking, and he was actually born in Kerala too, but his father worked for the railroad and he spent a lot of time in North India. But anyway, I was talking to him and he goes, "You wrote a book? Can I, do you have very much of it written?" And I said, I have 15 pages. And he said, "Well, can I see it?" And I gave him the 15 pages and he read it. And then when I talked to him again, he said, "Can you write the rest of the book?" And I go, "Yeah." I mean,
You're going to stop at 15, but sure, I'll go for what, 200
yeah.
and something pages?
Well, it would be 50,000 words, about 200 pages, more or less. That's what I'd be going for. I just had no idea what I would write or what would happen or anything like that. It's called, they have what they call people who write out outlines and they know exactly what's going to happen. And they've been to university and they're really smart and they have it all in their head. And then they have the pantsers. It's a writing by the seat of the pants. So that you just go with whatever shows up in your mind. And Stephen King writes that way. Lee Child writes that way, which is pretty amazing because when you see what Lee Child has after or Stephen King, what they have out of like that they didn't even know, and then all this sort of like shows up on the page. So I didn't really know, and I was like a little bit uncomfortable, but it was like you talk to a person and they give you a reason. You have to show them something. You have to show them the story. It's kind of like somebody, you talk to them, they go, "Tell me a story." And I'm working on a story. I don't know if I can do this story, but if you want, I'll write it for you. And that's very cool.
Yeah.
You are listening to the Marinade Mixer.